and welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 12th of February, 2025. This is Ariel, and today I'm reading with this Tarot Noir, one of my very favorite decks. I'm going to purify with Eau Fraîche Verveine by Yves Rocher. Just staying with our French theme today. 3 sprays in this large room is more than sufficient. It's a wonderful Van. You can find links to purchase each of these products right in the video description of this video here on YouTube. I hope you're doing great today. Moderating for us today on YouTube are the lovely Diane and the lovely I Am Her Eminence. Thank you so much, moderators. And thank you so much to everybody for joining us today. If you haven't already done so, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. It really does help us out quite a bit. Trying to get this channel to grow, Tell all your friends. Let's see. If this reading does go out to a lot of people though, so if for some reason it doesn't seem like it's applying to you personally, it could just mean that it's not meant for you. In that case, disregard the reading and check out instead the zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. You can find all of the most recent of our tarot streams right on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in that main menu. If you'd like to donate to this channel, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga, or right here online in YouTube. If you're live in the chat thread, you could use a super sticker, or if you're on a restream, you could use a super thanks. We do appreciate your support, and we appreciate you being here for this daily reading for all signs. I've got a little bit more shuffling to do, and then I'll give this deck a nice clean cut. And then we'll see what's in the cards for everybody today. Let's start out with Temperance. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Oh, Strength. And the 4 of Coins. What a nice reading. So far, so good. Maybe we should just stop there. The Temperance card is a wonderful card. It's like pulling back from excess, pulling back from overdoing things, and instead listening and receiving is a better word, because listening is a type of receiving, but receiving the blessings and the healing that the universe has for you. Look at this wonderful angel. It's your guardian angel is depicted here, mixing up a potion for you. And that potion is specific to you. Nobody else can use this potion. It's for you. And whatever is ailing you, it heals you. Whatever you need, it provides for you. And just receiving that rather than overdoing, going out and trying to, the reason why we overdo things sometimes is because we don't think we can get our needs met. So we do whatever we can do to make ourselves feel better. And it's saying you don't have to do anything to make yourself feel better. Just let me give you the healing that is your birthright. Part of that healing then, it's not just only receiving and not doing anything on your part. Part of that healing that is being described in this reading has to do with being willing to look at yourself. Look at the things that you're maybe avoiding looking at. A lot of times we avoid looking at parts of ourselves because we're afraid if we really looked at them, we'd see how bad we are. And the angel is saying that's not the case. If you really looked at them, you'll see how good you are, how beautiful you are, how fabulous you are. But there's like this layer of fog that we're avoiding looking at. And if you just turn and look at it, this wonderful Strength card, look at she's a very gentle force who's taming a wild beast. And how does she do that? By looking straight at it, by not avoiding it, by recognizing that she's the boss and that she's going to be kind and she's going to tame this wild beast. And the wild beast is within you, and there may be many of them. And what happens is when you tame those wild beasts, you actually re-educate parts of your mind, is what that means, so that what wasn't working for you before is now repurposed, is now re-educated, reprogrammed, if you will, to do wonderful things for you, rather than to always cause problems for you, right? So those unconscious motivators, instead of always, taking you down the road of self-destruction, are taking you down the road of success. And this success is what's being described by this 4 of coins. 4 of coins is a very successful card. It's a very ordered card. And the order is necessary for you to have the expansion that the universe wants for you. And in order for you to have the expansion in your money and in your health and all the good, important things in the physical world that are important to you, in order for those things to expand, you have to do a little bit of work. Not the kind of work that you might think, though. A lot of times we think we have to do everything. The kind of work that you're being asked to do right now is work on yourself, receive the blessings that the universe has for you, and receive the healing. Listen in silence to that inner guardian angel, and get some stuff organized in your physical world. Clean a cabinet. Just order your pantry. Something that's just really out of order, just turn it into an exercise. It's like a puppet. As I make this pantry orderly, so does the universe order my life. Maybe it's money, maybe it's career, maybe it's health, whatever it is that you need. You are only focusing on getting your pantry in order as a symbolic gesture that what you're doing on the microcosm, the universe is doing for you in a major way. And that's simply the reason why that works, is because order is heaven's first law. And you have to do something to start the ball rolling, but you don't have to do everything. In fact, you don't have to do much. It's all going to be done for you, but you have to give it permission. Okay, we've got a 3 of coins. We've got a Queen of Swords, and that's part of what you're taming, which is wonderful. And then you've got this Page of Cups. Normally when the Queen of Swords is up, we're like, ugh. But this is good. This is good because she's the one that's really been getting you in trouble. This part of the demonology there of you, part of those wild beasts within you that has been getting you into trouble is this cynical, kind of judgy, naggy, mean energy. And so often she has so many iterations, but she's super sly. She's never really out in front unless she feels safe. So she hides behind a lot of just kidding and that kind of stuff. So if you notice yourself saying things to yourself that are not kind, like, I am so stupid to do that again. I can't believe how stupid I am. That's not kind. You wouldn't tell that to a friend. You are so stupid. You wouldn't say that if you were trying to be kind. So don't do it to yourself. Now, if you are doing it to other people in your mind, look at that too. That's not kind. Those unkind gestures are not just little blips. They're not just you releasing some anxiety. Those are clues to you of an entire matrix of thoughts that she runs inside your head to try to destroy you, to try to make sure you don't have the success that you want, to make sure that you don't have the healing that you desire, to make sure that you are always afraid of yourself and that you don't trust yourself. That's what her program is. But the good news is she has no power over you. And when you notice her, all you have to do is say it. Queen of Swords, or whatever you want to call her. You don't have to call her that. Call her whatever. Call this quality whatever you want, but name it. Call it out. Don't interact with it. That's part of the game, is starting to interact with it. No, just call it out. Just, Queen of Swords. That's the water on the Wicked Witch of the West that makes her dissolve completely. So that when these things come up, you are reprogramming your deep mind to not let the Queen of Swords have full reign anymore inside of you. And instead, what you're going to do is hear the good news. That's this Page of Cups. You're going to hear the good news. And the good news comes in silence. And part of that good news that you're going to receive has to do with all of the financial things that you've been hoping for and wishing for and crossing your fingers about are actually in your reach. They're actually in reach, and you can have those things and then some. But you don't need to chase after them as a means by which to let this Queen of Swords dangle carrots in front of your face anymore. You can just actually have them instead of just always searching, always running after them and thinking that you're so bad if you don't get them in the right way. Always, being down on yourself or being down on other people, which is just another way of being down on yourself. Being down on other people is another way to be down on yourself. When somebody's down on you, when somebody's saying horrible things to you, I know it's awful, but I guarantee you it's nothing compared to the way that they talk to themselves in silence. It's just the way it is. And so it helps us to have compassion for other people when they get that way, but it also helps us to stop doing that to ourselves. When you recognize, whoa, wait a minute. If I'm so judgy about other people, it's because I'm so judgy about myself, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to reprogram that whole tendency so that instead of judgy results, I can have the successful results that I want. This is you speaking. I want peace. I want prosperity. I want healing, and I want order. What's wrong with that? It's not like you're asking for too much when you ask for things like that. The problem isn't that you ask for too much, according to the angel here. The problem is that you don't ask for enough. And the angel wants you to have everything. Wants you to have everything that could possibly make you happy and wants to show you how to do it. And one of the first things that you're going to do is learn to love and accept yourself right here, right now, the way you are. And not be afraid to look at yourself. Not be afraid to look at those parts of yourself that you think are so bad. They're not bad. Some of them were wounded. Some of them were misguided. Some of the things that you regret about what you did or didn't do in the past, you didn't do because you just decided to get up one day and be a jerk. You did it because you didn't know how else to get your needs met. And if you knew better, you would have done better. But now you do know better, so you're going to do better. And as you're doing better, everything works out for you. And the way you do better is not by chastising yourself, it's by loving yourself. Then you spontaneously want to do the things that are good for you. Because if you love your puppy, you're going to constantly want to do everything that's right for the puppy. Well, why does the puppy get more love than you? Of course puppies deserve love, but you do too. You deserve just as much love as a puppy. So love yourself through whatever it is that you're afraid of, and recognize that through that self-love, you can get everything that you want. And that's exactly what this angelic elixir is all about. So I've got 2 meditations that are indicated here. You can follow the link in the video description of this video right here on YouTube. Should you have time and desire to listen to some guided meditations or a guided meditation, just choose which one if you can only do one. There's one based on the Temperance card, called Healing with the Angelic Elixir, and there's one based on the Strength card, which is, I can't remember what it's called, but you can just look it up. They're listed by the name of the tarot card. So the one for the Strength card and the one for the Temperance card. And you're going to do great today. Just call her out. Don't get into a fight with her. Don't get into conversations with her. But when you notice yourself being mean to yourself or to other people in a sly, silly way that you think is just, quote, just kidding or something like that, call it out, because it's not just kidding. It's trying to keep you down, and you don't want to be down. You want to be getting up and ready for all of the prosperity, peace, order, and healing that are coming your way today. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and thank you so very much to the amazing moderators, Diane and I Am Her Eminence. We'll see everybody for another daily reading tomorrow. Until then, blessed be.